In Week 6, the Steamers lost their first game against the Aviators. Can Virginia Beach do it again? Find out next.
At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Steamers of Louisville taking on the Aviators of Virginia Beach. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you. And Charles, we look at this Virginia Beach team entering this game. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Louisville, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start out here with the action left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second and 5. Caught by Montgomery. So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Noting on the play brings up 3rd down and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st down, Steamers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cameron. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a big play there. 44 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Throwing on 1st down. Cameron. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cameron. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Now he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But you look at this defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me...
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, how about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake. Cameron under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down. Cameron looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Now the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Second and 3. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And taken at the 46. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Peters. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's 2nd and 8. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On 2nd down now, it's Peters, and he'll get this up to about the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll run on first down. It's Peters. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of 1 yard. And a Louisville first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Peters. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steamers are able to extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw, but incomplete. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Aviators have got it back to within a score. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 2nd down, it's Peters. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Shepard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this nowhere to go? Here, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Here's Booker on the catch. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 52 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. 3rd and goal, option right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steamers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he's got Booker. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That's caught by Montgomery. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Shepard. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Can't do that.
And that flag accepted. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Right back to him on 1st down. Fancy footwork in midfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Operating from the gun. Cameron. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
5 yards to go.
From the gun on third down, Cameron. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down, Cameron, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Cameron. That is caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Up the middle they go. It's Peters, and a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Cameron. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Cameron. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Shepard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Shepard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Louisville offense back out now. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Up the middle they go. Peters.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 2nd down, it's Peters. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
106 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Cameron. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Louisville first down.
Looking to throw. Cameron. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. Cameron.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Defense.
And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
It's so difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you panic a little as a defender. And the offensive guys are really smart. Sometimes they jump back into you and create the contact.
Now a handoff up the middle. Shepard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Aviators get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st down, Peters. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steamers.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3rd down and 13.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team once more. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Shepard, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
8 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now.
Second and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Peters. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Louisville, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Virginia Beach,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.